Do. Well, good morning. This will be our last show. Everything's over.
Yeah,
It's
guys,
done.
it's been fun. But you know, it's all over. So thanks for hanging out with us, and
Yep.
we will see you guys in the McDonald's employment line.
Yep. Although, you know, there was this one McDonald's employee who's the president of the United States.
Pretty big deal. JC, what's going on, man?
Oh man, sorry we're late this morning, everybody. So I had to back up the show for my part because my kids were on a 2-hour delay this morning. There was some, I guess, some part of the city schools like roads were bad, or I don't know. We didn't even have snow here, but whatever. So kids were on a 2-hour delay, so we're running a little bit behind. Yes, Reptar does look like he's wearing a doctor's coat, Dr. Reptar.
I'm not a doctor, but I am a scientist. So
yeah, I have played one on TV.
And JC is a scientist on TV. But realistically, guys, you know, we have some pretty shitty news, for lack of a better word. We're going to go over it today, but the Clarity Act is something that we've been waiting a long time to see pass. If you don't know, if you're new with us, the Clarity Act is essentially the framework for what everyone needs to follow for crypto regulation. And it did not go well.
Yeah. Yes, I also played a murderer.
Hunt her, kill her.
Yeah, so, it's the Senate. Well, as we know, certain specific politicians did what certain specific politicians always do and slipped in their own bullshit to screw the little guy and take care of their big bank friends. But we'll get to that in just a second. First off, we'll start with the bubbles, my bubbles.
Yeah.
As I click the buttons.
Got him?
I got him.
And
here's the bubbles.
Today. Yeah. Oof. Blood in the streets. Everyone panic sell everything.
Yep. It's all dead. It's all dying. We're all gonna be poor because you know Bitcoin is 96,000. We're okay.
Yeah. So, guys, we are still heavily in Bitcoin dominance. So what this means is most of the money in the crypto markets are in Bitcoin right now. So we saw alts take a pretty heavy hit last night, but Bitcoin still held strong. And we expect to see that because, again, we are in Bitcoin dominance. And we'll show that here in a second when we pull up the dominance chart and RSI and all that stuff.
Yep. I'll switch over that. Just I want to make sure we talk about ICP. ICP has been on a stupid run the last 2.5 days.
Wait, that sounds familiar. Is that the coin we've been talking about for the past 3 weeks?
Is that almost like we made a couple of videos about ICP? I can't remember. Maybe you should go back and look and see if we got it right.
4 of them.
I don't know. Maybe you should go look and see if we got it right. But let me refresh.
Realistically, every coin that we've been talking about over the past couple weeks is looking pretty good right now. And with Bitcoin holding, I think things are going to rebound over the next couple days, especially the weekend. I think the weekend's going to get crazy.
Yeah, you can see we're holding steady. Let me hit that again. We're holding steady here. You know, down 0.56% on the day for market cap. So it's hanging tough. I actually saw earlier, well, some people were saying this got up into greed briefly. I don't see it. Okay, they did. I guess I don't know. Maybe they're using a different fear and greed index, but
You remember when we were at like 6?
yeah, like 6 weeks ago.
Like 6, 7.
Mm.
JC's so pissed right now. I love it. Hey, my son got me with
No,
it. Here we go.
I do it. I do it to my kids just because they find it annoying when I do it.
Right?
So, whatever.
Yeah, exactly. He gets it.
All right. So look, we almost made it to 98 yesterday. This is an hourly chart. Here, I want to go to the daily. So you can see here, we almost made it to 98, topped out at 97,860, and then some little profits today. This is why I would expect some red candles because of this. Like boom, boom, boom. 3 days of, hey, we went from 90 to almost 98. We held over 94. This is a daily close above 94, a daily close above 94. So yeah, as long as I wouldn't be surprised. And DJ talked about this last night at game night. So if you were there, you've already heard this. But I wouldn't be surprised if we get a back test of 94 for support. And if it holds, you should see a bounce. If it breaks, we should see a collapse. Ha! Sorry, this is for yeah.
But no,
taser.
Again, guys, these levels are really important for us to look at because they hold pretty true. And as JC just said, DJ's been looking at these levels for the past couple months, and they have really fallen nicely. Again, we just had a bullish cross a few days ago. Like we do need kind of a little bit of a pullback to kind of for some relief because it's just been going for the past couple days. So,
yeah. And one of the guys I listen to a lot, I mention him all the time, Crypto Jeb, watched his video yesterday, and his thesis is if we can hold 94, the next line is going to be right around 100. And if we can turn 100 into support, the next line to break is around 106 or 107, 6-7. And if we can break through that, we're looking at all-time highs again.
Which means everything is about to absolutely send. But we'll see.
Send it. Yep, don't know. What else we need to look at over here? Oh, yeah, I want to look at ICP because it's almost like these two idiots in our basements or in our offices might actually kind of have a clue every now and then. Look at these daily candles. So we're going to zoom out a little bit. This is all the way back in November. But we're down in here. We're hanging out down here at 250s, hanging around $3. And then 2 days ago, we went from $3, and today the high was $4.79. So from $3 to almost $5. 3 days.
This was probably the most epic dip that you could have possibly bought.
Bought? This is why we don't give financial advice because we can't even speak English.
Can't even talk. But guys, realistically, JC, if you can zoom out a little bit on that chart, it's
nope, not doing it.
Oh, we can't. Rip.
I'm not doing it. I refuse.
But if you guys caught it, a couple weeks ago, last month when we started talking about this, you literally bought the bottom of ICP, and it could die. I don't think it's going to. We made a whole video talking about AI coins. This is a really good entry if this project pumps, and it's already starting to move. So if you guys miss render and you still want to get into the AI, narrative and position yourself, I think
you haven't missed render. Render's hanging out in the 230s.
I know people see like a 70% and they're like, "Oh, I missed it." You know what I mean? But
right. So people are looking at this and they're like, if you go, let me back up here. They're like, "Oh man, I missed the pump." Did you though?
When you buy the dip and the dip keeps dipping.
Yeah. By the way, I don't think we'll see this again, but that maybe.
It's a big maybe. But enough hopium for you guys today. We need to talk about the the bad news.
But I would click on this, but the FedWatch hasn't changed. It's still 95.5. Here it is from Crypto Rover. US voting on the Clarity Act has been canceled. They were going to vote on them out of the committee, and no. Today, the Coinbase CEO, Brian Armstrong, said they will not be supporting the crypto market structure bill, also known as the Clarity Act. Here are some of his reasons, and I'll show you Brian Armstrong's post in a minute. They disallow yield for stablecoins. Gee, I wonder who put that bill in there.
Wait, you don't? They don't.
It's an amendment. Sorry,
they don't want us making money on our own money like they do.
The banks don't want us. Yeah, I will show you Bank of America's memo on why they opposed it, and you will not be surprised. But no yield on stablecoins. The Clarity Act would prohibit yield for stablecoin holders. This is beneficial for banks. No freaking kidding, because it kills their competition. The JP Morgan CFO said stablecoin yields were to happen. A massive outflow from banks would happen. They'll take all our money and earn more money with it because we need to keep all their money. Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, well placed F-bomb, JC.
DeFi prohibitions. Clarity Act will require AML and KYC, which prohibits anonymous and permissionless DeFi. I bet that's probably not that. I don't think there's any bill that's going to pass a government that's not going to include KYC. So, yeah, sorry about that.
But that's why we have DEXs and things like Jupiter. No KYC.
This is it. Most of the things in the Clarity Act have been written in favor of the banking industry and not crypto. And believe it or not, most of these changes came in the form of amendments. And like 30-something amendments came from your favorite. Is it Dianne Feinstein? It's not Dianne Feinstein. She's gone. Dang it. I think I have it later. But yeah, this is why the big banks own politicians. So they just say, look, servant, we do not want anything to mess with our monopoly. We don't want people to have their own money. We want to hold their money and make money and give them nothing. So,
and this looks like doom and gloom kind of guys.
Liz Warren, thank you. Liz Warren. Screw you, Liz Warren. You need to go retire. Get out. You are just in this for you and your buddies. You are not in this for the people. Screw you. I hope you retire and then pass away into obscurity. You're worthless.
I hope there's a fire. Oh, but yeah, realistically, guys, the banks have been trying to stop crypto for like 15 years now. All of the big entities that are now buying it are all buying in. All the ones that called it stupid, all the ones that said that it was going to be, worthless internet money, they're all buying it while they're sitting here pulling the strings. So
because the banks don't want to lose your money. They want to keep your money. And if you have the ability to take your money and shop it around for the best return, that hurts them because they're not going to give you the best return. So rather than being competitive like a true capitalist society, they just pay their little puppets to pass bills that mean they don't have to be competitive.
And all this is really going to do is just delay things. You know what I mean? Like we've talked about how this was a really big deal on previous shows, how, we've been waiting for this regulatory clarity and, this is going to set it back a little bit, but notice the price of Bitcoin did not move at all because the banks do not decide where the markets go. We're getting away from the banks for a reason. And, it's interesting because, it's funny that Brian Armstrong put out a tweet because Coinbase is kind of a bank, but it's good to see that, he understands why this is not a fair, these are not fair amendments.
This is his post on X. After reviewing the Senate banking draft over the last 48 hours, Coinbase cannot support this bill as written. There are too many issues, including a de facto ban on tokenized equities, DeFi prohibitions, giving the government unlimited access to your financial records and removing your right to privacy, erosion of the CFTC's authority, stifling innovation and making it subservient to the SEC, That's gone well for us in the past. And draft amendments that would kill rewards on stablecoins, allowing banks to ban their competition. That is legitimately freaking antitrust violations. But the Senate is going to put it in there because Liz Warren is a joke.
Wait, does this have anything to do with why privacy coins are absolutely ripping right now?
You mean people want their privacy and don't want their governments to be able to know every freaking penny they spend and also have the ability to just shut down their money whenever they want? People don't want that?
Super
I don't
weird.
understand. You stupid peasants. The ruling class knows what's good for you, so you just shut up and let us take it. Sorry, I'm going full libertarian rant today.
I love it, man. No, you're absolutely right. It's, you know, they've been doing this for years, guys. You know, we're used to them, you know, JP Morgan, you know, they were shitting all over crypto for years, and now they're like, if stablecoins offer you, like, no, just, I'm just so sick of seeing the back and forth with these big entities while
they're saying the quiet part out loud. This is the quiet part out loud. If you have JP Morgan's CFO is admitting, if you had the option to take your money and do whatever you wanted to with it, you wouldn't use the banks. Well, no shit, Sherlock.
It's crazy.
You are not orange pilled enough.
You do not have enough sats as right now. Sat man.
Yes.
But again, guys,
look at this. Bank of America CEO on why stablecoins shouldn't pay interest. This is the Bank of America's Q4 earnings. I'm not going to read you this part. I'm going to read you the summary. Interest on stablecoins means mass deposit flight because you can get more interest for your money somewhere else. Fully reserved money equals no fractional leverage. Yeah, that means you can't loan my money out 37,000 times so that you can make money every time and give me 0.5%.
I need my 250x leverage, damn it.
This is it. They are literally, the banks are saying it publicly. They want you to make money on your money. They want them to make on your money. You got it figured out yet?
I don't see this. I don't see this being a permanent thing. I see it getting amended again. I see them coming to some kind of compromise. Realistically, I think that's what's going to happen, guys.
Now, let's see the response from the U.S. Senate Banking Committee.
Oh, I didn't.
They are framing this as investor protection and clear SEC and CFTC oversight and support for compliant, do what we say, bitch, crypto innovation.
It's just, it's to be honest, guys, this was really unexpected because it looked like the banks and everybody was on board. It looked like everybody was just ready to make the change. And then this comes out of nowhere, like, oh no, wait, we're going to add all this stuff that everyone hates. And then we're going to try and shove it in at the last second. And I'm just glad that someone took some time to read some stuff before things were signed.
Well, so. The sad thing is we should have known this was going to happen because this is what always happens.
And then the government's going to shut down for another 3 months. And then maybe something will happen after that.
I actually, unfortunately, against my knowledge and experience, actually believed that we might get a bill for us. And I should have known better.
Well, again, you know, it's been a long battle. I mean, if you guys have been in this for a couple cycles, you know, it's just it's a lot, and they've pushed back on it in every possible way that they could, but they're not going to be able to hold out forever. So
here is their response to the myth one. That's not what people are upset about. Myth two: the bill puts banks, taxpayers, and the financial system at risk. Obviously, it doesn't. It's designed to prop up the banks, screw the taxpayers, and keep this financial system as it is. I don't think anyone's saying myth two. This bill, this bill, fails to address illicit and national security. Like, that's not the problem with the bill. This bill enables illicit finance to occur through DeFi. They're saying, right, the bill does the opposite. Yeah, that's because they're slamming the door on DeFi. This bill criminalizes software developers or bans self-custody. No one is saying it does that. This bill was written by industry. And
I just want to clarify.
This bill's been shaped by years of bipartisan work. That's not the argument. The argument is your bipartisan work all works for the banking industry. You morons.
Yeah, the only myth that we're concerned about is the banks are trying to take your money and make money on it, so you can't make money on your money. That's the only thing. That's the only takeaway from this. They're trying to.
I love it,
as they always have.
The Senate Banking Committee clarifies 7 misconceptions. Those aren't the misconceptions.
I'm going in the comment
section. Maybe perhaps they're saying, well, these are misconceptions. That other stuff that you're worried about, no, you got that right. That's not a misconception. All right, I'm pretty fired up this morning. Let's move on. Have we beat that dead horse?
I can give it a couple more whacks.
Do we need to beat a few more horses?
About how awful the freaking Let's talk about HBAR.
Let's go. Rupert at All In Crypto. Shout out to All In Crypto. Watch his stuff every day. He's a great TA. I got Reptar so fired up he's got to smoke. He also muted himself while he smokes.
Sorry, guys. YouTube's going to demonetize us for this, but yeah, stressing out over here.
We're not monetized. So.
Well, they're going to block the video or whatever. I'll keep it down. Keep it low.
He's vaping.
It's a vape.
I mean, it is, but anyway, look at this. India, Hashgraph Labs India has joined with NASSCOM, India's leading tech industry association. HBAR, let's go, baby.
There are so many companies that are jumping on the HBAR train that the Clarity Act thing doesn't even matter to me. It's just like all of these ISOs that we've been talking about, and you guys know HBAR is obviously my favorite. JC loves XRP. So does Kyle.
But I love HBAR too. I as far as token, like the number of tokens, I have more HBAR tokens than XRP, but also, HBAR tokens are cheaper. So
much cheaper, yeah. But yeah, I do think XRP is the safer play, but I do think that HBAR has way more price potential.
Yep. I think HBAR sees a larger multiplier just because it's cheaper. So yeah. Love freaking HBAR. Do I have another? I think I have another HBAR thing. Yes. Ripple and Hedera are both sponsors for the World Economic Forum. I'm not super excited about the World Economic Forum, but it is good for our bags that Ripple and Hedera are playing with the big boys in the world.
So I know we have some price prediction videos on the YouTube channel, but where do you realistically see? Because I know we've gotten a lot of hate about the price. We don't believe in the $10,000 price prediction for XRP, and we talked about all of our price predictions for HBAR. Where do you realistically think that they're both going to go?
All right, so this cycle, let's just say, however long the cycle is, I don't think it goes. Yeah. I don't see this going much past. I mean, at the longest, maybe the beginning of next year, but I think HBAR tops out realistically. I don't know, somewhere between $1.50 and $2. It could definitely go higher, but I think $2 is a safe bet. XRP, I think $10 is a given. I think 15 to 20 is a reasonable expectation for a top. And I think the not unreasonable, but less likely is in the $30 range.
Yeah, I actually would agree with that. I put HBAR probably at around $2 just because, between $2 and $4, because I really think Hashgraph is the superior technology. I think it's going to get a lot of attention for that. But yeah, I mean, the market caps are still pretty high on these projects, guys. So, you know, Hedera and XRP, they're very, very safe, and there's going to be a lot of multiples, but we're not going to see those crazy 200x's off of, you know.
Unless Bitcoin goes to 1 million. If Bitcoin goes to 1 million, all bets are off.
Bitcoin is going to go to 1 million. We just don't know.
No, I mean this cycle.
Yeah, it is definitely not going this cycle, but it's, you know, I've seen, I don't know. I think 1 million is reasonable. I've seen $10 million price predictions too.
Maybe in 100 years, but I mean,
yeah, it's coming. It's coming, but there is a limit to how high some of these things can go, you know? Ooh, what's this? Oh, the World Economic Forum.
It's the same thing. Yeah, just Hedera, okay. And this is just Hedera's post on that. Hedera is proud to be an official sponsor of the USA House during the World Economic Annual Meeting in Davos.
They're in bed really pretty. Big boys.
I mean, I would love to go to that location when they're not there, because I mean that looks beautiful.
Who's they?
The World Economic Forum.
Since you're already hyped up. For those of us who don't know what the World Economic Forum is,
the World Economic Forum is the people that pull the strings around the world. That's it.
They're kind of like the real life Illuminati, but for tech companies, right?
But for money, like they're just the money.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Loving the chat, guys. Yeah, I'll share some of these for you guys. But yes, the market caps are important to pay attention to because, again, the market caps can only go so high, especially with some of the supplies of these tokens.
Yeah. Apologies. I'm still like, I'm over the cold, but I'm at the point of that cold where like all of the drainage is like rolling down the back of your throat and running out your nose. And it's just like, I wake up every morning going, so, sorry. What else? I had a couple of other things.
Love
here.
it. You know, I'm always down to talk about HBAR, but still saucing. Saucer swap is still really slept on. So if you guys are looking for a degenerate 100x or, you know, something crazy that's got potential, it's a little more risky, check out the DEX on Hedera, because that is what I'm really looking at for those like face melting gains.
Yeah, I think Saucer Swap has a great potential. I mean, it's already hit. What did it top out at? Like 24 cents?
Yeah, it's been
which is a 12x from the bottom of the bear market. But I think sauce above 50 cents is definitely possible, even up to $1. That's a 50x from here. Just saying. Yeah, this is the point that I see a great point about market cap. If the available coins on exchanges go to zero, the market cap goes out the window. Market cap is really just the available asset times the last sell price. So yeah. I mean, it can be meaningless. It's not, but it can be.
It's realistically, it's just how much money is in the project, the market capitalization, you know. So it's like how much capital is invested in this project. So there can only be. Go ahead.
I was like more accurately, it is literally just if every available asset sold at the current price, it would be worth this, which it never does. If everyone at the same time sold every Bitcoin, the price of Bitcoin goes down because of sell pressure. Like that doesn't. In one sense, it's a good like, hey, what's that market cap? Okay. In another sense, it's entirely meaningless.
So Mr. Gray had a question in the chat. So DexRP, you guys know we've been talking about it for a couple of weeks now. It is the first exchange on XRP. You know, the website looks clean. We got into the token pre-sale. We see a lot of comments, you know, oh, this is a scam, blah, blah, blah. We're kind of just seeing where things go. It looks legit. Forbes covered it. You know, we've been talking about, you know, DEXs since the inception of Alpha Origins. And if you've, you know, been around since the days of Uniswap, DEXs always just rip. So we're looking into it, and the pre-sale is launching very soon, Mr. Gray.
No, the pre-sale is done.
Or excuse me,
you mean the ICO?
Yes, the ICO is coming very soon. This month, I think.
So this is their post from the 14th. Today's the 15th, so this was yesterday. Major sponsorship. DXP token and the DEX platform launch next. That's their next thing. So yeah, we're still waiting. And even I was like, have I missed the DXP token address or token claim? So let's see. Someone responded. Oh, it's probable spam.
When moon.
See, that's not spam. Q1 this year. Exact date will be announced soon. Okay, so I haven't missed it. Cool. But yeah, so that's the current status of DexRP.
Awesome. And yeah, it's being covered by major platforms like Coinbase and stuff. I really think it's safe. Again, guys, do your own research and look into these things, and always use a fresh wallet. Don't use your main wallet to link to these kind of things. But when the token launches, we're up like 4x already. And so we congrats to everyone that got in, and enjoy your free tokens soon.
So here's from Don Crypto. If anyone asks why we've had no alt season, you can just show them this chart. 11.6 million coins have officially died. Every single one took some market share, attention, capital away from other coins out there. So like we talk about, a lot of this stuff is going to die. It's not all crypto tokens are going to stick around. Most of them won't.
And this is the hardest part that new people have when they're coming into crypto. There are literally millions of crypto coins. And if you have no idea where to even begin, it can be so overwhelming. And, you know, that's kind of why we here as a project, we focus on the projects that we think are going to be here in the next 5 years, because so many projects are going to fail. You know, we could get in and out and these quick pump and dumps, and yeah, we can make some quick, fast money on some dying projects. But, you know, that's really not what we're trying to do. We're really trying to identify the next Amazon, the next Facebook, the next group of companies that are going to be ushering in this new technology, because that is where the real money is going to be made.
So I see a new name here, the Nerd Robert, the Nerd Pirate Roberts. Are you here for my soul? Lunch link in native futures. Is that supposed to be launch? I'm not. Can you clarify that for us, Mr. Roberts?
And yeah, welcome.
Link Ice is our resident, like, huge Link man. Loves Link and Arrow. Yeah, I think Link even shoot, who said it? I saw a post yesterday. I want to say it was like a political figure, but I don't want to give the wrong name. Launch, okay. The CME launch. Oh, the CME is launching. I got you. Launching Link and ADA futures. Yeah, guys, futures.
Me and one of my work buddies, we made a lot of money on gold futures, guys. So, you know, futures are very lucrative, and they're going to bring a lot of attention because people are very familiar with them. But, you know, you guys know here we focus mostly on, you know, on the cryptos, and we're really trying to stay away from the right side of that chart.
Yeah. It's especially if you're new. We just reached out and created a Facebook platform. So, you know, Facebook is going to have a larger percentage of people who are new to crypto than, say, crypto Twitter. Obviously, Twitter's full of people that don't have anything to do with crypto as well, or X. But if you're new to the space, find places like this channel. Find other people that talk about the long-standing projects, the projects that have a future. Don't go after I mean, you can find, if you're lucky, you'll find this cycle's Shiba Inu token that, you know, rockets up and you make 1,000x. But odds are against that. Odds are you're going to find one of these that just dies. And if you don't get that initial pump, you are holding the bag and you get nothing.
You have a 1 in 13 million chance of getting it right if you do that.
That's better than the lottery. I mean,
is it though?
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. Somebody in the town next to us just won the the lifetime lottery, like $5,000 a week for life or whatever. I'm like,
that'd be nice.
Be buying a lot of Bitcoin.
Yeah. Let's see. What else have I got? I had something else. Yeah. This is just a rumor that yesterday we were expecting the Supreme Court to rule on executive authority and tariffs. And the rumor is that's now been delayed until June. This is the second time that's been delayed. It makes me wonder what they're waiting for. Like, what market conditions are they trying to manipulate to get, like, there's no reason to continue delaying this. Like, I'm sure they're not getting, oh, here's a new legal argument for why this should be approved or denied. Like, what are they waiting for?
Isn't it obvious? Like, he's got to pack his son's bags for him. You know, he's got to put another $200 million into crypto.
Speaking of that, so yesterday we showed a post from the Oxnobber about, the guy going short with 100% accuracy. Today,
legend.
Today, the same account, the Oxnobber guy said the same account went long today. So they went short yesterday, went long today. I don't understand. Which one was it?
Oh, we dumped yesterday. He definitely did well on that short. It's funny because when we talked about it in the show, I did exactly what I said I was going to do. I went in and I shorted, did pretty well. So it looks like today we're going to be longing. Let's get it.
Yeah, let me find his. I tell you what. Here you go. This is 3 hours ago. The Fed insider with 100% win rate just opened a massive $460 million long. Yesterday.
A $460 million long. That is $500 million that he is gambling with. And I don't think
this is yesterday's. Wait, hang on.
I think he knows
exactly. Yesterday. Here it is. Yesterday, insider with 100% win rate opens a $75 million short. And then also yesterday, opens a $410 million long. Like, what is going on? Like, is this guy clickbaiting us?
Well, he's obviously paying attention to the Alpha Origins chat.
I don't know.
But yeah, if you think there's not manipulation going on, then read some more articles on X.
Yeah. We'll end with this. Being broke is hard. Being rich is hard. Choose your hard.
I have been a rich man and I have been a poor man. And I choose rich every time. What movie is that from, guys? Come on, you know. Come on. First one gets 1 Bitcoin. The first correct answer gets a whole Bitcoin.
Not for me.
Not my wallet.
I don't know. You got a whole Bitcoin sitting somewhere?
JC,
so I heard a great.
You know I'm a barbarian.
Yeah. That should be a Viagra commercial.
Oh my God. Dude.
Oh, I love it. So I heard a great quote. This is kind of my my inspirational quote for the year. Everybody wants to be strong. Nobody wants to be sore. Which one is it, Reptar? Is it Wolf of Wall Street or is it Glengarry Glen Ross? You're muted.
Yep, sorry. No, yes, it was from Wolf of Wall Street, correct. And that's the thing, guys. It's
bingo, I love it.
Hard.
Coffee is for closers, baby.
Oh, Wolf.
But yeah, that's my like I said, that's my motivational quote for the year. Everybody wants to be strong. Nobody wants to be sore. Do the work. Nobody wants to do the work. Do the work. Being broke is hard. Becoming rich is hard. Do the work. And if that means suffering through a bear market, do the work.
We're suffering. But guys, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Everything's going to be fine. You know, the price didn't even move. It's kind of crazy because we have all this positive news and then the price just dips. and then it's like, what's going on? And now we have this horrible news. Everyone's been waiting for the Clarity Act for months now, and it didn't pass. And now markets barely moved. Altcoins dumped, but that's just because we're in Bitcoin dominance right now. So,
yep. Well, ladies and gentlemen, all 33 of you who are here, thank you for being here with us live. We're gonna cap the show here. We've been talking long enough, but thanks for being here. Thanks for the new folks that are joining us. As always, do the algo stuff. If you haven't already, do the like and the subscribe and the bells and the shares and the socials and the blah, blah, blah. You know how this game works.
Yeah, guys, it helps us more. I know every single YouTuber that you watch says the same thing, but it helps a lot. It lets us give back to the channel and do all the fun things that we do. So little click for you guys, big win for the community. So
yeah. Nerd Robert did ask, do you think the Fed will shrink the balance sheet as a response to Trump? They have been shrinking the balance sheet. By that you mean like the quantitative tightening that they were doing for the last few years. They have explicitly stated that they will be doing they've called it something else this time, but basically quantitative easing. I don't think they will be shrinking the balance sheet. I think they will be growing their balance sheet by throwing money. They'll type up, hey, add $500 trillion to the Federal Reserve, and then they'll just send that money out to the banks and pull in the assets, and then 3-4 years from now, probably 3 years from now, they'll do the opposite and shrink it back down. That's the game they play. It really is a 5-year cycle. They put the money out, they lower the rates so that the governments can refinance their debts at a lower rate. They can roll the debt, which is just refinance and sell more bonds for their Ponzi scheme. And
it's just a Ponzi scheme with extra steps.
Well, yeah. Once the debt has been refinanced and the money has cycled through and made the right people more money, they'll start quantitative tightening. They'll raise rates just like they did last time. It's a cycle.
And just to clarify, guys, we're not the right people. They're not trying to help us or you.
No. They're someone I would recommend you go listen to for a little bit on their thesis is Raoul Pal, and his Everything Code talks about just the money cycle in general. I have found him educational, and he was a Goldman Sachs executive. Now he's a crypto bro, and in the way
he's one of
dude. I would love to just hang him. Yeah, except he's I'm sure he's a multimillionaire. All right. With that being said, thank you all for joining us. I see some new names in the chat. Thanks for chatting with us and asking questions. Jump in our Discord. We chat all day long.
Yeah, we just had game night last night. It was awesome. Gave away a ton of crypto, and we are going to continue to schedule some events for the Discord. So if you guys are not in there, definitely get in there. There's tons of stuff. We got TA. Bunch of absolute degenerates that are going to tell you what coins are going to moon. And no, that's not financial advice. Follow the rules.
That's right. Our disclaimer is we don't give financial advice. You can literally see I am a dude in my basement. I took Econ 101 and 102 in college. That is it. Reptar knows a whole lot more about this stuff than I do, and we are just two idiots talking on the internet. Don't make your financial decisions from two random people you don't know. If you do, you have violated rule number 1.
Which is?
Don't be a moron.
Yeah, guys. And, our community picks have done very well. We like people to judge us by our previous calls because most of them have done very, very well. Learning is the most important thing you guys can do right now, because if you don't know what projects are the narrative and which projects people are looking at, like HBAR, like Ondo, like Chainlink, XRP, you are going to miss one of the greatest financial opportunities in human history. Yeah. This we're not the super cycle that people have talked about.
You, me, Reptar, random people, we're not going to beat the big banks and the politicians. I don't care. I just want it a little better for me and my family. That's it.
Yeah. And I think
if we can help all of us little people just make it a little better, that's really all we care about.
Yeah, because there's a lot of them out there trying to not make it better. So we'll follow the story. We'll see what happens. See if they amend some things, make some changes. I'm sure they will. And again, guys, if you want to come hang out, hop in the Discord, and we will see you guys tomorrow for the show.
Awesome. Thanks, everybody. See you tomorrow. It's Chompy
Chompy,
time.
send us away.